15 black actresses who paid a heavy price for Hollywood fame. Have you ever wondered what some of Hollywood's most iconic black actresses had to endure to achieve success? Behind the awards, fame, and unforgettable performances are stories of sacrifice, discrimination, heartbreak, and extraordinary resilience. Women like Dorothy Dandridge, Hattie McDaniel, Lena Horne, and Cicely Tyson didn't just fight for stardom, they fought for respect, opportunity, and a place in an industry that often worked against them. Their victories changed Hollywood forever, but the personal cost was often devastating. Stay with us as we uncover these powerful stories. Before we begin, tell us which actress inspires you most, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Golden Black Legends for more unforgettable journeys through Black Hollywood history. Pam Grier. Long before Hollywood began celebrating strong black female leads, Pam Grier was breaking barriers and carrying entire films on her shoulders. During the 1970s, she became one of the most recognizable actresses in America through movies such as Coffee Foxy Brown and Sheba Baby. To audiences, she appeared fearless, powerful, and unstoppable. Yet behind the success was a woman who paid a significant price for her fame in an industry that often exploited black talent while offering limited opportunities for long-term growth. Pam entered Hollywood at a time when meaningful roles for black women were scarce. While her performances made her a cultural icon, many executives viewed her primarily through the lens of the blaxploitation genre. As a result, she often found herself trapped in a system that benefited from her popularity while restricting her ability to pursue a wider range of characters. The very films that made her famous also created obstacles that followed her throughout much of her career. The challenges extended beyond professional limitations. Grier has spoken openly about sexism, racial inequality, and the constant pressure placed on women in the entertainment business. She endured situations that required extraordinary resilience, including health struggles and personal hardships that remained hidden from much of the public. Yet she refused to allow those experiences to define her. As Hollywood evolved, Pam gradually earned the recognition many believe she deserved from the beginning. Her acclaimed performance in Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown introduced her to a new generation of viewers and demonstrated the depth of her talent. Critics praised her ability to bring emotional complexity and quiet strength to the screen, proving she was far more than an action star. Today, Pam Grier is regarded as a pioneer whose influence can be seen in countless actresses who followed. Her journey reflects both triumph and sacrifice. She achieved fame, inspired generations, and changed Hollywood history, but she also paid a heavy price, navigating an industry that was not always prepared to reward black women fairly. Her story remains one of perseverance, dignity, and enduring cultural impact. Viola Davis. Few modern actresses embody perseverance as powerfully as Viola Davis. Today, she is celebrated as one of the most accomplished performers of her generation, becoming the first black actress to achieve the triple crown of acting, winning an Academy Award, an Emmy Award, and 2 Tony Awards. Yet the road to that historic achievement was filled with obstacles, disappointments, and sacrifices that reveal just how high the cost of success can be. Born into poverty in South Carolina and raised in Rhode Island, Viola experienced hardship from an early age. She has spoken candidly about growing up in difficult conditions, often feeling invisible in a society that overlooked people who looked like her. Even after receiving formal acting training and demonstrating extraordinary talent, opportunities remained limited. Hollywood frequently offered black actresses stereotypical roles while reserving the most complex characters for others. For years, Davis delivered remarkable performances that earned critical praise but not always equal recognition or compensation. She repeatedly confronted an industry where black women had to work harder for fewer opportunities. In interviews, she has discussed the frustration of watching less experienced performers receive chances she never received simply because of race and industry bias. Those realities became part of her motivation rather than a reason to quit. Everything began changing with projects such as Doubt, The Help, How to Get Away with Murder and Fences. Her performances captivated audiences and critics alike, proving that talent could no longer be ignored. Yet even after reaching the highest levels of success, Viola continued speaking openly about inequality in Hollywood, advocating for fair representation and greater opportunities for future generations. What makes her story so inspiring is that she transformed personal struggle into lasting influence. Rather than allowing rejection to break her spirit, she used every setback as fuel for growth. Today, Viola Davis stands as a symbol of excellence, resilience, and determination. Her fame came with sacrifices, years of frustration, and countless barriers. But her success ultimately helped reshape the conversation about race opportunity and representation in the entertainment industry. Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge's story remains one of the most heartbreaking examples of the price black actresses paid for success in Hollywood. With extraordinary beauty, elegance, and talent, she rose from performing with her sister in The Wonder Children to becoming one of the most recognizable black entertainers of the 1950s. Her breakthrough came in 1954 with Carmen Jones, a performance so powerful that it earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, making her the first black woman ever nominated in that category. For many Americans, Dorothy represented a new era of possibility. Unfortunately, Hollywood was not ready to support the future she symbolized. Despite the historic nomination, meaningful opportunities remained painfully scarce. Studios admired her star power but continued limiting black actresses to a narrow range of roles. Dorothy frequently found herself offered parts that failed to match her abilities or dignity. Projects that could have elevated her career disappeared, while white actresses often received opportunities that were unavailable to her. The success that should have opened every door instead exposed how deeply racial barriers remained embedded within the entertainment industry. As professional frustrations grew, personal challenges multiplied, financial difficulties failed relationships, and the pressure of maintaining a glamorous public image began taking a heavy emotional toll. Dorothy struggled to balance the expectations of being a trailblazer with the reality of an industry unwilling to fully embrace her success. The isolation she experienced became increasingly difficult to overcome. By the early 1960s, her career had slowed dramatically. The woman who once stood on the brink of transforming Hollywood found herself battling disappointment and uncertainty. In 1965, Dorothy Dandridge died at only 42 years old, leaving behind a legacy far greater than the opportunities she was given. Today, she is remembered as a pioneer whose sacrifices paved the way for generations of black actresses. Her fame made history, but the personal cost was tragically high. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett's remarkable career is often celebrated as a story of excellence, perseverance, and triumph. Yet behind the awards, acclaim, and iconic performances lies a journey filled with obstacles that reveal the hidden price many black actresses have paid to succeed in Hollywood. Long before she became one of the industry's most respected performers, Angela faced a reality where talent alone was not always enough to guarantee opportunity. Raised by a hardworking single mother, Bassett understood from an early age that success required discipline and determination. She excelled academically and eventually earned degrees from Yale University, one of the most prestigious institutions in America. Even with elite training and undeniable ability, Hollywood did not immediately welcome her with open arms. Meaningful roles for black women remained limited, and many projects continued relying on stereotypes rather than complex characters. Her breakthrough came with the role of Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It. The performance earned an Academy Award nomination and established her as a major star. However, even after proving she could carry a major motion picture, Bassett often encountered the same industry barriers that had challenged generations before her. She has openly discussed the frustration of seeing black actresses receive fewer opportunities, lower compensation, and less recognition than their peers. Rather than compromise her standards, Angela built her career carefully. She consistently chose roles that reflected strength, intelligence, and authenticity. That decision sometimes meant waiting years for the right project instead of accepting roles that failed to respect her talent. Over time, her patience paid off. Performances in films, television dramas, and blockbuster franchises solidified her status as a Hollywood legend. Yet her journey highlights a broader truth about the entertainment industry. Success often required black actresses to work harder, wait longer, and overcome challenges invisible to many audiences. Today, Angela Bassett stands as a symbol of resilience and excellence. Her achievements are extraordinary, but they were earned through decades of persistence, sacrifice, and unwavering belief in her own worth. Diahann Carroll. Diahann Carroll spent her career breaking barriers that few believed could be broken. Elegant, sophisticated, and immensely talented, she became one of the first black women to achieve sustained, mainstream success in American television. Yet every milestone came with challenges that reflected the realities of Hollywood during a time when opportunities for black actresses were severely limited. Carroll first established herself as a singer and stage performer before transitioning into television and film. Her most groundbreaking achievement arrived in 1968 when she starred in Julia, becoming one of the first black women to lead a network television series in a role that was not based on stereotypes. The significance of that accomplishment cannot be overstated. Millions of viewers saw a professional black woman presented with dignity and intelligence at a time when such portrayals were extremely rare. However, being first often comes with a burden. Carroll found herself carrying the expectations of an entire community while navigating criticism from multiple directions. Some praised her for opening doors, while others argued that Julia did not fully reflect the realities facing black Americans during the civil rights era. No matter what she did, someone expected more. The pressure extended beyond public opinion. Hollywood frequently offered limited opportunities, forcing Carroll to fight for roles that matched her talent. She spent decades proving that black actresses could succeed in dramatic, comedic, and romantic productions. Each victory required persistence in an industry that often resisted change. Despite the obstacles, she continued building an impressive career across television, film, and theater. Her grace, intelligence, and professionalism earned admiration from colleagues and audiences alike. Yet, the emotional cost of constantly proving her value was significant. When Diahann Carroll passed away in 2019, she left behind a legacy that transformed American entertainment. Her success helped create opportunities for future generations, but it came through years of pressure, scrutiny, and responsibility. She achieved historic fame, yet the sacrifices required to reach that level are an important part of her remarkable story. Halle Berry. When Halle Berry walked onto the Academy Awards stage in 2002 to accept the Oscar for Monsters Ball, she made history as the first black woman to win Best Actress. The emotional moment was celebrated around the world as a breakthrough for black performers in Hollywood. Many believed the victory would open countless doors for women of color. Yet the years that followed revealed a painful reality: making history did not automatically change the system. Before becoming a global star, Berry spent years proving herself in an industry that often judged black actresses by limited standards. She gradually built her reputation through films such as Boomerang, introducing Dorothy Dandridge, and Monsters Ball. Her talent, determination, and screen presence helped her rise to the top, but the journey was rarely easy. Ironically, after winning the industry's highest acting honor, Berry discovered that opportunities remained scarce. She later admitted that she expected Hollywood to evolve after her historic achievement, yet substantial leading roles for Black women remained limited. While her Oscar elevated her status, it did not erase the barriers that had existed for decades. In many ways, she became a symbol of progress while still confronting inequality behind the scenes. The pressure extended beyond her career. Barry's personal life was frequently scrutinized by tabloids, with relationships, family matters, and career decisions becoming constant headlines. Living under that level of attention created challenges few people could fully understand. Every success and setback became public discussion. Despite these obstacles, Barry continued pushing forward. She took risks, explored different genres, and maintained a career that has lasted for more than 3 decades. Her story reflects both achievement and sacrifice. She reached a milestone no Black actress had reached before, yet she also carried the burden of representing an entire generation. The fame brought recognition and influence, but it also exposed the challenges that still existed within Hollywood long after the applause faded. Hattie McDaniel. Long before diversity became a major conversation in Hollywood, Hattie McDaniel shattered a barrier that many believed would never fall. In 1940, she became the first Black performer to win an Academy Award for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind. It was a historic achievement that should have marked a turning point in American entertainment. Instead, it highlighted the painful contradictions of an industry that celebrated her talent while continuing to discriminate against her. Born to formerly enslaved parents, McDaniel worked tirelessly to build a career in entertainment. She performed on stage, appeared on radio programs, and gradually found opportunities in film. At a time when meaningful roles for Black actors were almost non-existent, she brought professionalism and charisma to every performance. Her talent was undeniable, but the industry frequently limited her to servant and maid roles. Even her greatest triumph carried a painful reminder of the era's racial inequality. During the Academy Awards ceremony, segregation policies prevented McDaniel from sitting with much of the Gone with the Wind cast. Although she was making history, she was still treated differently because of her race. The image remains one of the most powerful examples of the price Black artists paid for success during that period. McDaniel also faced criticism from different directions. Some activists believed the roles she accepted reinforced harmful stereotypes, yet she often explained that she preferred portraying a maid on screen rather than working as one in real life. She understood the limited options available to Black performers and did what she could within the system. When she died in 1952 at the age of 59, her contributions had not been fully appreciated. Today, historians recognize her as a trailblazer whose achievements helped open doors for future generations. Her fame changed Hollywood history, but the personal cost of navigating racism and exclusion remained enormous throughout her life. Monique's story is one of extraordinary talent, remarkable success, and the professional consequences that can come when an artist chooses to challenge powerful figures within the entertainment industry. Best known for her Academy Award-winning performance in Precious, she became one of the most talked-about actresses in Hollywood almost overnight. Yet the years following her greatest triumph were marked by controversy, conflict, and a career path far different from what many expected. Before her breakthrough as a dramatic actress, Monique built a successful career in comedy and television. Her charisma and honesty made her a fan favorite, and she earned widespread respect for her ability to connect with audiences. Everything changed with Precious in 2009. Her portrayal of Mary Lee Johnston was so powerful that it earned an Oscar, a Golden Globe, and numerous critics' awards. Many assumed that such recognition would lead to major opportunities. Instead, Monique soon found herself involved in public disagreements with influential industry figures. She claimed she was pressured to promote the film extensively without additional compensation, and later spoke openly about what she viewed as unfair treatment within Hollywood. Those comments sparked debate throughout the entertainment world. Over time, Monique argued that speaking out came with professional consequences. She maintained that certain opportunities disappeared because she refused to remain silent. Whether one agrees with every aspect of her position or not, her experience sparked larger conversations about power, fairness, and the treatment of performers within the industry. Despite the setbacks, Monique never stopped advocating for herself. She continued performing, acting, and sharing her perspective with audiences. Her story reflects the reality that success does not always guarantee security in Hollywood. Sometimes the price of fame is the willingness to challenge systems that others are afraid to confront. For Monique, the cost was significant, but so was her determination to stand by her principles. Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt possessed one of the most distinctive voices and personalities in entertainment history. Singer, actress, dancer, and international star, she captivated audiences with her elegance, intelligence, and confidence. Yet, her remarkable career also serves as one of Hollywood's clearest examples of how fame can come with severe consequences when a celebrity refuses to remain silent about controversial issues. Born into poverty in South Carolina, Kitt overcame extraordinary obstacles to achieve success. Through determination and talent, she built an international career that included hit songs, acclaimed stage performances, film appearances, and television roles. By the 1960s, she was one of the most recognizable entertainers in the world. Everything changed in 1968 during a luncheon at the White House hosted by First Lady Lady Bird Johnson. During a discussion about social issues, Kitt openly criticized the Vietnam War and its impact on young Americans. Her comments were direct, emotional, and impossible to ignore. While many admired her honesty, others viewed her remarks as unacceptable criticism of government policy. The reaction was swift and damaging. Reports later revealed that her comments contributed to professional difficulties that followed. Work opportunities in the United States became increasingly limited, and Kitt spent much of the following decade focusing on international performances rather than major American projects. Many historians consider her experience an example of how political speech could carry serious consequences for entertainers during that era. Unlike many stars who avoided controversy to protect their careers, Eartha refused to apologize for expressing her beliefs. Although the decision affected her professional opportunities, she remained committed to speaking honestly about issues she considered important. Eventually, Kitt experienced a career resurgence and earned renewed appreciation from audiences. Yet her story remains a powerful reminder that fame often comes with difficult choices. She achieved worldwide success, but she also paid a heavy price for using her voice beyond entertainment, proving that courage can sometimes be as costly as it is admirable. Gabourey Sidibe. Gabourey Sidibe's journey to Hollywood success is one of the most inspiring stories in modern entertainment, but it also reveals the tremendous price that fame can demand. Before becoming an Oscar-nominated actress, Sidibe was living a relatively ordinary life in New York and had never imagined she would suddenly find herself at the center of international attention. Everything changed in 2009 when she landed the lead role in Precious, a film that would transform her career forever. Her performance as Claire "Ease" Precious Jones shocked audiences and critics alike. Despite having little professional acting experience, Sidibe delivered a powerful portrayal that earned nominations for the Academy Award, Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild Award, and BAFTA Award. Overnight, she became one of Hollywood's most talked about new stars. Yet while the industry praised her talent, she also faced an overwhelming wave of criticism that had little to do with acting. Much of the attention focused on her appearance rather than her achievements. Sidibe became the target of cruel jokes, body-shaming comments, and online attacks. Instead of celebrating her breakthrough performance, many critics and social media users unfairly judged her weight and appearance. For a young actress entering Hollywood, the experience was both painful and revealing. Despite the negativity, Gabourey refused to allow public opinion to define her future. She continued building a successful career through projects such as American Horror Story Empire and numerous television and film appearances. Her resilience earned admiration from fans who saw her as a symbol of self-confidence and perseverance. What makes Sidibe's story particularly powerful is that she succeeded while challenging traditional Hollywood standards. She proved that talent matters more than fitting a narrow image of beauty. The fame she achieved came with intense scrutiny and personal challenges, but she transformed those obstacles into strength. Today, Gabourey Sidibe remains an example of courage, determination, and the ability to thrive despite constant judgment. Cicely Tyson. Few actresses in Hollywood history carried themselves with the dignity, grace, and purpose of Cicely Tyson. Throughout a career that lasted more than 7 decades, she became known not only for her extraordinary performances, but also for her commitment to portraying Black women with authenticity and respect. Yet the remarkable legacy she built came at a considerable professional cost. During the early years of her career, Tyson faced an industry where meaningful opportunities for Black actresses were extremely limited. Hollywood frequently offered stereotypical roles that failed to reflect the complexity of Black life. Unlike many performers who accepted whatever work was available, Tyson made a courageous decision. She would only take roles that aligned with her values and presented Black women with dignity. That choice earned respect, but it also meant turning down jobs and sacrificing income. The decision slowed her career at times. While other actors accumulated credits, Tyson often waited patiently for projects she believed in. Her commitment eventually paid off with acclaimed performances in productions such as Sounder, the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, and Roots. Audiences admired her ability to bring strength, wisdom, and humanity to every role. Despite her success, Tyson never stopped speaking about the challenges Black performers faced. She understood that progress came slowly and often required extraordinary patience. Rather than pursuing fame at any cost, she focused on creating a legacy that future generations could be proud of. Her perseverance ultimately earned countless honors, including Emmy Awards, a Tony Award, an Honorary Academy Award, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Yet those achievements only tell part of the story. Behind every award were years of sacrifice and determination. When Cicely Tyson passed away in 2021 at the age of 96, she left behind one of the most respected careers in entertainment history. Her journey demonstrates that true success is not measured solely by fame, but by the values a person refuses to compromise. She paid a price for her principles, but those principles became the foundation of her enduring legacy. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg's rise to fame is one of the most extraordinary success stories in Hollywood history. From stand-up comedy clubs to Academy Award-winning performances and daytime television, she built a career unlike any other. Yet the path to becoming one of America's most recognizable entertainers required resilience, sacrifice, and the ability to endure constant public scrutiny. Before becoming a household name, Goldberg faced numerous challenges. Growing up in New York City, she experienced financial hardship and struggled to find opportunities within an industry that offered few paths for Black women who did not fit traditional Hollywood expectations. Her unique style, sharp wit, and unconventional personality set her apart, but they also made success far from guaranteed. Everything changed with The Color Purple in 1985. Her breakthrough performance earned an Academy Award nomination and introduced her to a global audience. From there, she became one of the busiest performers in Hollywood, starring in films such as Ghost Sister, Act, and The Long Walk Home. Her Oscar-winning role in Ghost cemented her place among the entertainment industry's elite. However, fame brought intense pressure. Throughout her career, Goldberg frequently found herself at the center of public controversies, political debates, and media criticism. Because she was outspoken and unafraid to express her opinions, she often became a target for both supporters and critics. Maintaining a career in the spotlight while navigating constant public judgment required enormous emotional strength. Unlike many celebrities who avoided difficult conversations, Goldberg regularly used her platform to discuss social issues and challenge conventional thinking. While that honesty earned respect from many people, it also generated backlash at various points in her career. Today, Whoopi Goldberg remains one of the most influential figures in entertainment. Her story reflects the reality that fame can bring extraordinary opportunities while demanding personal sacrifices. Through decades of success, controversy, and reinvention, she has remained resilient, proving that lasting influence often requires the courage to stand apart from the crowd. Ruby Dee. Ruby Dee's career was built on talent, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to social justice. For more than 6 decades, she captivated audiences through film, television, theater, and activism. Yet her remarkable achievements came at a time when Black actresses faced limited opportunities and constant discrimination. While Ruby eventually became one of the most respected figures in American entertainment, the road to success required sacrifices that many viewers never saw. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, and raised in Harlem, Ruby discovered her passion for acting at an early age. She began performing on stage in the 1940s and quickly earned praise for her intelligence, emotional depth, and commanding presence. Unlike many performers who focused solely on career advancement, Ruby believed artists had a responsibility to help create social change. Alongside her husband Ossie Davis, she became deeply involved in the civil rights movement and worked closely with leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. That commitment sometimes came with professional consequences. During an era when outspoken activism could damage careers, Ruby refused to remain silent. While some Hollywood executives preferred performers who avoided political issues, she continued using her platform to advocate for equality and justice. As a result, certain opportunities were not always available to her, but she never abandoned her principles. Throughout the years, Ruby delivered memorable performances in productions such as A Raisin in the Sun, Do the Right Thing, and American Gangster. Critics admired her ability to bring authenticity and emotional power to every role. Even late in her career, she continued earning accolades and inspiring new generations of performers. When Ruby Dee passed away in 2014 at the age of 91, she left behind a legacy that extended far beyond acting. Her story demonstrates that success is not only measured by awards and fame, but also by courage and conviction. She paid a price for standing up for what she believed in, yet those choices ultimately made her one of the most admired women in entertainment history. Lena Horne. Lena Horne possessed extraordinary beauty, elegance, and talent qualities that should have guaranteed unlimited opportunities in Hollywood. Instead, her career became a powerful example of the barriers Black actresses faced during the 20th century. Although she achieved international fame as a singer and performer, she spent much of her life fighting an industry that admired her star power while refusing to treat her as an equal. Horne began her career as a teenager performing at the famous Cotton Club in Harlem. Her stunning voice and stage presence quickly attracted attention, leading to recording contracts and film appearances. By the 1940s, she had become one of the most recognizable Black entertainers in America. However, racial segregation severely restricted the types of roles she could receive. Hollywood studios often cast Lena in musical performances that could easily be removed when films were shown in segregated Southern theaters. As a result, she rarely received substantial leading roles despite possessing the talent to carry major productions. The industry wanted her image and popularity, but often denied her the opportunities routinely offered to white actresses. Frustrated by these limitations, Lena became increasingly vocal about racial injustice. She supported civil rights causes, challenged discriminatory practices, and refused to accept treatment she believed was unfair. Her willingness to speak out earned admiration from many people, but also created professional difficulties during certain periods of her career. Despite those challenges, Horn built an extraordinary legacy through music, live performances, and television appearances. She won multiple awards and remained a beloved cultural figure for decades, yet behind the glamour was a woman who constantly battled barriers that should never have existed. When Lena Horne passed away in 2010 at the age of 92, she was celebrated as a trailblazer who helped redefine possibilities for Black women in entertainment. Her fame came with frustration, sacrifice, and years of struggle, but her determination helped change the industry for future generations. Nichelle Nichols. Nichelle Nichols changed television history with a single role. As Lieutenant Uhura on Star Trek, she became one of the first Black women to appear on American television in a position of authority, intelligence, and respect. To millions of viewers, she represented progress and possibility, yet the path to becoming a cultural icon was filled with challenges that revealed the realities facing Black actresses during the 1960s and beyond. Before joining Star Trek, Nichols worked as a singer-dancer and actress, building experience in theater and television. When the science fiction series debuted in 1966, few people could have predicted its future impact. Her character was revolutionary because she was not portrayed as a servant stereotype or background figure. Instead, Lieutenant Uhura was a skilled communications officer and an essential member of the starship crew. Despite the significance of the role, Nichols nearly left the series after its first season. She felt limited by the material and wanted to pursue other opportunities. According to her later accounts, a meeting with civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. changed her mind. He reportedly told her that her presence on the show was inspiring countless Black viewers and helping reshape perceptions of what Black women could achieve. Encouraged by those words, she decided to stay. Even with her groundbreaking success, Nichols continued facing challenges associated with race and gender in Hollywood. Opportunities for Black actresses remained limited, and meaningful roles were often difficult to find. Nevertheless, she used her fame to advocate for greater inclusion, both in entertainment and beyond. Later in life, Nichols worked with NASA on recruitment programs that encouraged women and minorities to pursue careers in science and space exploration. Her influence extended far beyond television. When Nichelle Nichols passed away in 2022 at the age of 89, she left behind a legacy of inspiration, courage, and progress. Her success came with obstacles and sacrifices, but her impact continues to be felt by generations who saw new possibilities because of her groundbreaking career. As we reach the end of these incredible stories, one question remains: which actress paid the highest price for Hollywood fame? Was it Hattie McDaniel, who made history while enduring segregation? Was it Dorothy Dandridge, whose groundbreaking success was followed by heartbreaking struggles? Or perhaps Eartha Kitt, whose career suffered after speaking her mind? These women achieved greatness, but their journeys remind us that fame often comes with sacrifices hidden from the public eye. Their courage opened doors for future generations, yet many paid a personal cost that can never be measured. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Golden Black Legends for more powerful stories celebrating the lives, struggles, and legacies of Black Hollywood pioneers.